my ministerial colleague, Sri Muralidharanji, Sri S. Prem Kumarji, convener State Level Bankers Committee, Sri Manoj Kumarji, Sri Gopakumaran Nayarji, Srimati Bhuvaneshwari ji, Sri Dayal Prasad ji, Sri Vishnu Ambarish ji, brothers and sisters. I am very happy to come back to Thiruvananthapuram on the occasion of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. And I want to share with you all today some of the experiences I have had and some of the thinking at the highest level of the Prime Minister about the various yojanas which will make Bharat a Viksit country. I think many of you know I have been in the government a long time. In fact, I have been in the government, I'm finishing 46 years in the government. Okay. Now wait. But the last 10 years for me, 5 years as a minister and the 5 years before that have been actually for me the most satisfying years. And most satisfying years because I have seen a complete change in how the government performs. And not only how the government performs, I am also looking to see how bankers perform. That if you look at the change in the government, it is something which has gone through every part today of the country. That the bureaucracy is more sensitive, that bankers are more friendly towards customers, that every public dealing organization today actually is looking at the people very, very differently. And that is actually how Viksit Bharat will be created. Now, these 10 years, I have had the great good fortune of working very closely with the Prime Minister as a member of his cabinet. I often, when he goes abroad, I travel with him, we talk to each other. These have been some very difficult years also, where we have, during COVID, for example, we have sat together and under Prime Minister's leadership, all the ministers have discussed how should we respond to the COVID. And many of the yojanas whose results we are seeing today, I have actually seen them start from that first meeting when somebody has raised some concern, when the Prime Minister has worried about what is happening in the country, but Modi is Modi and he has tried to find a solution. So let me give you some examples, and these are my personal experiences. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. I want to tell you how it started. It started in the cabinet because Prime Minister told all the ministers, please go and study what happened 100 years ago during the, what was at that time called Spanish flu. Hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people died in this country. But he told us more people died of food shortage, of famine, than they died of the flu. And he said the first thing we should ensure is during COVID, nobody should go hungry. This, and at that time, everybody thought of COVID as a medical problem, as a health problem. He also understood that unless we could find a way by which we could deliver food to them, make it affordable to them, that actually the main problem would not be addressed. It is from those concerns and those discussions that the Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana started. I remember very early on actually hearing from him about Ujjwala, that he actually was thinking of his own mother, of experiences he had, of people who had, as he said, you are smoking 3-4 packs of cigarette every day, the amount of smoke you are inhaling by lighting firewood in the kitchen. So from that concern, we came to Ujjwala. When I go around the world, many of the problems we face are the same problems everybody has. What are the problems? Health, water, electricity, house, education. These are not only India's problems. These are everybody's problems. It is even problem in developed world. One of the biggest problems in developed world is there are medicines, but they are too costly. So ordinary people sometimes cannot actually buy medicine. Or there is, in many cases, insurance, bima, that people do not have medical cover. They cannot get treatment because they are not insured. So if you look at what are all the needs, the key needs of the people, the last 10 years have seen every need addressed in some form. If you have health problems, health access, Jan Arogya Yojana. If you need insurance cover, the different bima schemes, to make sure that people can afford medicines, you have Jan Aushadhi. In fact, I was telling Murliji, I was doing a program yesterday in Bangalore and somebody called it Modi Medical. I thought it was a very good term. So, if you look at electricity, Saubhagya, if you look at Jal Jeevan Mission for power, for houses, the Awas program, for people who want to start their business, but banks, forgive my saying it, would not normally give money because they want security. So today what Mudra has done, what Swanidhi has done, it has actually been, it is a statement of trust in the people. And when you trust people, they trust back. In fact, if you look at the repayment rate of Mudra and Swanidhi, in other countries, in Western countries, they don't believe that unsecured loans will be paid back. But that is today the difference in the relationship between the government and the people. This is the change that I am talking about for the last 10 years. So I am very happy today because we are close to completing 10 years of the Modi Sarkar. We have, I think, in these 10 years, done a tremendous amount to change India, to change the lives of the people. But this is a work which has only begun. You are seeing the early results of what we have tried to do. It is a work that has to go on. It has to go on if we are to create Viksit Bharat. And, again, because as foreign minister, I go around the world. The rest of the world is actually today talking about us. That they are asking today, how is it that you are able to do, because it was the same India before 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. What has changed in India? And I tell them that what has changed in India is a vision. That we are applying today For example, because we have Aadhaar, because we have bank account, that Jandhan, by having bank accounts, we have actually changed not only governance, we have also changed society. By connecting it to the phone, to your mobile, we have ensured direct benefits. So we have actually used technology, but actually we have a technology in Modi ji. So that is also something which not every other country has the good fortune. So this today, this change, this vision, this is today the talk of the world. That when I go abroad, people discuss international relations and diplomacy for 10 minutes. After that, they start asking me questions about India. What has changed in India? How are you able to do this? Because when you have to look at the numbers, that if you look at Garib Kal Anna Yojana, Anna Yojana is like feeding all of America and all of Europe at the same time. If you look at Mudra program, there are more beneficiaries of Mudra program than entire population of Europe. If you look at Awas, the number of people who are living in houses due to Awas program is more than the population of Japan. If you look at Ujjwala, the beneficiaries of Ujjwala are more than the population of Germany. So think, in 10 years, if you can give houses to Japan, change kitchen of Germany, feed entire Europe and America, what a achievement it is. So there is today a very great deal of respect for India, respect because they look at what has been the transformation. And I want to say this, that today Modi ki guarantee is something which is not only believed in the country. Modi ki guarantee is also believed in the world. And Modi ki guarantee means good governance. It means people-centric policy. It means what Murli ji spoke about, which is if anybody is in problem abroad, whether it is somebody who goes to Saudi Arabia or UAE, or whether it is student in Ukraine, Modi ji is there for them. This is a big difference which has happened in the last 10 years. So once again, I really am very, very glad to be associated with this event today. I wish all the beneficiaries my very good wishes for all of them. And I'm very confident that with the blessings of the people, the journey that we have begun, the journey which has shown results in the next 10 years, that journey will continue, that journey will go forward, that journey will take us to Viksit Bharat. Once again, thank you. Illarkum Namaskaram.